the consultation was a waste of time because it wasn't on the main basis of whether you get the wall or whether you don't want the wall, and that's it. Well, having just listened to the chap given the consultation, it's just even confirmed that it is a total waste of money. And the idea now that Wirral Council is supposed to be short of money, they're making cutbacks in libraries and sports centres and everything, and they're still going ahead with this, and it's an absolute disgrace. And in actual fact, what happens here is the fact that what you do, you lose faith in representatives, democracy, because this is not democracy. They had a supposed consultation. The consultation should have been whether you want it or whether you don't want it, not on the basis it should be a pink one or a green one. And that was, I went to a consultation at the concourse, and the fella there just didn't know anything about it really. Lanyard, nice suit, nice tie, very personable. But in actual fact, when you started to question him, you know, it was a waste of time really. So that would be my opinion. The consultation was a waste of time because it wasn't on the main basis of whether you get the wall or whether you don't want the wall, and that's it. So that's it.
Okay, thanks so much.
No problem.
It's disgusting, isn't it?
Usually we have these meetings when something is proposed and we can try and stop the proposal. This is very, very late in the day.
So what's your opinion of the wall?
I think the wall needs to be reviewed seriously. I think it's a massive cost now. It was 3 million, it's now 10 million. And quite frankly, for any business case to survive that trebling in costs is most strange. It's also disgraceful how local councillors, or certainly some local councillors, don't seem to have taken views from the public who live on the prom or are affected by it in West Kirby. When the report was done, they modelled the properties that would be at risk, and that's how they came up with 70, by just looking at a flood map and saying there would be 70 properties at risk. If you actually look on the prom, there's probably 20, if that, which changes the business case dramatically. Then there are the gates that will need maintaining and monitoring to be able to be closed off to make the wall secure. If the council don't service those and they don't put money into maintaining those, then they'll be jammed open. There'll be no point in having the wall at all, it'll just flood dramatically. You've also then got the major impact on West Kirby tourism. West Kirby is a lovely tourist destination. A lot of businesses rely on the tourism. If the tourists decide to go and spend their money elsewhere, it's not going to be very good for West Kirby. It's not going to help it grow and recover. But the council has only ever focused on a 1.2 metre high concrete wall. So I wonder if that is the minimum necessary to get money from the Environment Agency. So things like a removable wall or a temporary wall aren't considered because you don't get funding. That's an issue that's not been answered. And then the final issue is that even in the planning review, people wouldn't say how many tonnes of CO2 would be created.
Can you tell us your opinion about the wall?
I think it's very concerning. I think it will absolutely ruin the whole feel of West Kirby on the prom. I think it's very discriminatory. I think that the users, the public who come to enjoy West Kirby will have their experience really reduced. And I find it very distressing, and what's really distressing is that there hasn't been public consultation, and I'm only realising now that it's happening, and it seems that the train has already left the station and there's so little that we can actually do. unless we have a lot of money to invest in a legal battle. And I think it's tragic.